Hello everyone, welcome to LimeGuru channel. In this video, we will learn about Spring Boot. So let's get started. Spring Boot helps you to create Spring-based applications. So let me write down here. It helps you to create Spring-based application. And I'm sure you must be aware that what Spring framework is in Java. So Spring basically offers different modules using which you can create different components of your application. Some of the modules to name is, let's say, Spring Web Service module. Then there is some other modules, let's say Spring Cloud, Spring Data, Spring Data Flow, Spring, and some modules are there from mobile also, Spring Mobile, Spring Android. So these are just few modules that I have named here, but there are lots and lots of other modules which Spring offers. Just to give you example, if you want to host a web service over HTTP, you can use Spring Web Service. If you want to use cloud, you can use Spring Cloud. If you want to access different data through your database, you can use Spring Data. So it provides certain frameworks using which you can implement your application easily. And what Spring Boot is? Spring Boot, you can think it of as it's a collection of all of these modules which helps you to create Spring-based application, and it helps you to manage Spring-based modules also. So it helps you to manage also all of these modules. In terms of management, what it offers is it helps you to configure different modules within your project. It helps you to do version management. Let's say for cloud module you want to use some other version, and for data module you want to use some specific version. So it helps you to manage all these module versioning also very easily. You don't need to manage all of these dependencies for different Spring modules within your project. And Spring Boot provides all of these functionality seamlessly within your application. So I can also say that it's a collection of Spring-based libraries. Spring Boot is a collection of Spring-based libraries, or I can say it helps you to initialize your Spring-based project. Now there are certain other advantages also if you are using Spring Boot based projects. One of the advantages, let's say if you want to run your application on Tomcat or Jetty, what you need to do is that you will package your application in a WAR file and then you will deploy it on Tomcat. But using Spring Boot, you can run your project as it is, and it provides embedded Tomcat server or Jetty server, and it will use this embedded server internally, and your application would be running on these Tomcat or Jetty server. So you don't need to take care of packaging. It automatically deploys your application onto the embedded server. So it provides a simple way to run your application as a standalone application on Tomcat or Jetty. So it helps you create standalone application also. It helps you create standalone application because you don't need any external server. You can use the embedded server. It also helps you to manage your external configurations. Now it could be your properties file, environment specific file. So all of these can be managed very easily using Spring Boot, and there is a predefined template. You have to follow these standard guidelines in order to create your config. So there is a predefined template, and you just need to put in your environment specific config at those places, and your application will automatically pick up all of these configurations, and it will use it during the runtime. So Spring Boot is something which is production ready, production grade framework. All of the Spring modules you can use as part of your Spring Boot application, and it is production grade framework which you can leverage within your Java based application. So this is the high level overview of Spring Boot. I hope you got the idea. Just a recap. It helps you to create Spring based application. It helps you to manage different things like your Spring modules, configurations, versions. So it's a collection of Spring based modules. It helps you to use embedded servers like Tomcat or Jetty. You don't need those servers separately. So that's why it helps you to create standalone application which you can deploy on production grade environment, and it also helps you to manage all the external configurations like your environment specific properties, log4j properties, everything can be specified using Spring Boot template. That was an quick overview about Spring Boot. I hope you got the concept. Do share this channel with others, do share this video with others, and do like this video. Thank you.